Die Vierjährigen liegen in Führung.
Ja, ich habe jetzt gerade den Stream gestartet, jetzt hast du ein bisschen reingeredet. Aber
Okay,
scheißegal. Also,
das
äh,
hello.
hello and welcome to the last stint for today of the DES 8 hours of Nürburgring. The rain has eased a bit, but it's still quite dangerous. And as you have heard, I also have my mate with me, GTP Nuschel.
Hello.
And yeah, this is the fourth stint. We will drive with intermediate condition this time. Lap time should be considerably faster than in the lobby before, but yeah, still much slower than before.
Okay, so we have no Eric's car on heavy wets this time. Would have
You
been a
never
logic
know.
consequence.
You never know, man. Could happen.
Run the intermediates in bad rain and heavy wets in slight rain.
Achtung! And Samitz couldn't murder Flipsy. So sad.
F.
Okay. Here we go. Another 2 hours in intermediate rain on the Nürburgring. Get ready.
They're just taking too long. Oh.
No, it
Okay.
just worked out, it seems.
I expected someone to do a ham now, so...
And here we go. Eddie
Oh, someone's
gets the
already
shot.
off the track.
I believe it could have been Serial Blaze. Yeah, Serial Blaze already has damage. Wow, that went fast. Eddie still leads. And Mega L is already attacking Dan GT.
A hybrid, guys. Go Vico.
Now let's hope that Megal has a bit of a better stint this time, because last time he had damage in lap 1, I guess. But he has been quite good in rainy conditions last time we drove, so could be good. Then Zemitz, Ben, then with a bit of gaps, Ku. We have 3 Porsches in here. I think we have all 3 Porsches in this lobby. Then here we have Rocket with his second account, old W Machines. Alonso in P10, Dustwall in P11, and Serial Blaze in P12. So, who do you think will be best in intermediate conditions? Good, okay. I can't hear him. Or maybe he just did a break without telling. Anyway, Eddie leads the first lap in front of Flipsy, Joe, and Dan. And Semitz has gone past Megael, and he also gets overtaken by Ben. quite interesting. I believe the Porsche is quite good in the rain because it has a standard good acceleration out of corners. It isn't too aggressive on the accelerator, whereas the Merc has much more torque and could be more difficult to drive, but on the other hand, it has a bit more understeer, which is not the worst thing to have in the rain. Zero Kuhaku, half a second penalty. Ah, okay. Oh, mistake from Ku. Now Rocket Man can go next to him. Yeah, it could be interesting to see if there are different dry lines again, like it was in the stint before, because in the stint before we had some specific patches on the track which were a bit less, which had more grip, and they obviously weren't on the racing line. Okay, Ku now has to sit out his penalty. Already 7 seconds behind Megael. Whereas Eddie is still in the lead. Flipsy hasn't been happy with the rainy conditions, but he's doing a good job. I think he improved a lot since we practiced last time. 153 as well from him. Then Mighty Joe is quite a bit slower, 5 seconds behind. Then Dan GT, another 6 seconds behind, and then 16 seconds behind all of them is Stemit, who already has a 3-second gap to Ben and a 1-second gap to Megael. Let's stay with Ben. Ui. He's very aggressive. Yeah, it seems that there's no real dry line here. I think all is about pretty much equally wet. And it seems Ben has a bit of a problem through the chicane. He lost a bit of time here. Then Miguel already 8.5 seconds in front of Alonso. The setup for the wet is quite a bit different than in the dry, because you want more stability, especially during acceleration. That's why you normally increase rear downforce, or make the rear softer or the front harder, so that the car has a bit more understeer and has more stability. A 2:05.3, that's a good lap time. And going for the attack against Ben, I think he's too far behind. Yeah, that's not a move yet. But he could go the same pace as Ben, but not as Semet. Semet is 5 seconds already in front after 3 laps. He's doing great. 2:03.7 is the fastest lap time from him. That's quite strong. That's only about 9 seconds slower than in the dry. Okay, let's go back to Eddie. He has a 1.4 seconds gap to Flipsy. Has lost quite a bit in the chicane though. Ku is dangerous. Yeah, where is Ku? We have it in P10 now. Rocket is in P9 and nearly lost the car, but was able to save it. Yeah, it's still quite heavy rain here. And he has damage, front damage to be exact. What about Ku? No damage. Alonso has no damage as well, so maybe Rocket has made the mistake earlier or has lost time somewhere else. Then Dust Wallow in the McLaren. Personal best this time. Could be a 207. Me and Nushul have driven in the full wet conditions prior to this, and yeah, it also was very difficult to drive. You really needed to get into a good rhythm and have a good setup. Traction control also helps a bit in stability and consistency. And although I'm not 100% happy with my stint, I am quite happy with the result because in the end I was able to make up the gap that I lost the first stint, and I have no doubt that Comrade can do a good race as well. While we're at it, let's look in stream where they are. We have 12 people in lobby 1, so that's good. But let's go to this lobby again. Okay.
Okay, I'm back. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, we have gone through the field now. Serial Blaze is dead last at the moment. But is making up a bit of a gap now to Dust Wallow. And in front we still have Eddie with a 151.911. If we compare to the other lobby, Road Tech is 7/10 faster. Oh, Mega Hell has gone past Ben. Didn't realize that, but already has a
penalty as well.
yeah. But Mega Hell already has a 10-second gap to Semitz. Semitz is driving really fast. 2 seconds a lap quicker than everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, look at Ben's lap time, 2:10, and then he's picked the penalty up as well. So he must have made a mistake.
Yeah, possibly. Now 2 seconds between Eddie and Flipsy. Flipsy has improved a lot, as I said. During practice he wasn't all too happy with the conditions, but he found his mojo, it seems. Or he found his salt. He found his salt. We have a 12-second gap to Joe.
Quite a bit of field spread already. And Dan has damage. Still early on.
might have been lap 4. He had a 2:02 then, and
Yeah,
it's now
possibly.
slower.
Yeah, Simmons is flying from very great pace. Oh wow, Luca did a 2:04 as well.
Yeah, not bad, only 1 second lost. But already 4.5 seconds in front of Ben, so
Yeah, Ben served his penalty, so maybe now he. Let's see what they
yeah.
can do.
But Megal seemed to be quicker than Ben anyway, so maybe he was just held up behind him and can now go his pace.
Let's hope so.
The question now, of course, is should we go to the pits to repair the damage? Is this faster? Or should they just... Whoa! The subscription by WSR XX Marco, I guess. I haven't really seen it because of the contrast here, but thanks. I think it might have been from a Twitch even.
Possibly.
Now let's see who is now in last place. Serial place already in P9, making up some gap, and whoa, Eddie has a bit of problems here going through, and Dust Wallow as well. They're in the fight. P11 and P12. Side by side, this is not ideal now for the Bedol chicane. And Serial place went straight on, made a mistake obviously, and goes into the pits again. Ah, that's not a good race for Serial Blaze. Damage front, rear and right wheel.
Yeah, I found an error in the document, by the way.
Oh,
But it's just for the shown gaps. So what we had here was not correct. So
but,
it's like.
but was the
What?
grid still correct? Hmm.
Let's not talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, for whatever reason, there was a typo in one of the times. And it didn't come out.
Oh. Well, there might have been the typo. Was maybe I did enter it wrong. I don't know.
No, I think it was me. Like for the stint winner, it was type 2 double point 0.01 and then comma 46 comma 359 not 2 1 double point.
Oh. Alonso is 10 seconds behind Ben, and Ben is steadily losing time a bit to Megael. It's now 6 seconds. He's doing a 2:06 again, whereas Megael did a 2:04.6. He's definitely improving. no match for Semets at the moment. It's still 1 second slower, but Semets is really driving well. You have to remind me if there was if something happens, I need to press the set button, then we can maybe watch the replay.
Yeah, I'm just for now trying to fix this issue.
Okay.
Blaze is in our lobby or isn't? Yes, isn't. You're lobby 2, right?
Yeah. Let's see now with the 7.5 second gap to Eddie. He has lost quite a bit of time in the 8th lap. He made a mistake obviously there. If we look at Eddie, he had a bad lap time in lap 8, but still quite quick. Eddie's teammate has been driving a really good rain stint. That's why they started from pole in the second lobby. And Eddie is able to convert it at the moment, even looking to improve his time.
Oh, Ben has had another slow lap.
Oh yeah, 208. Ben is quick, but not very consistent.
I think Blaze was in the pits again.
Wow, 42 seconds behind Q. Lap 8 again in the pits, it seemed. That's a horror race. Oh, just for reference, ProHawk is doing 202s, 2029.
And Comrade.
Can't see, but he's 3 seconds behind, so.
Okay, so they're probably pretty close.
Yep. Obviously a bit of bias here because we are both RRC, so but it is also important to convert that to this lobby here because Semets of course is driving good pace, but the difference here is that he is driving this pace consistently. And it seems that at least ProHawk's pace isn't consistent. Sorry, I wanted to switch to Mega L. Yeah, after the fireworks with the 204s, he settled down to 205s, which still are good lap times. And he's able to extend the gap to Ben consistently. Now it's 10 seconds.
Looks like we are getting a fight for P9 soon.
Bless you.
Thanks.
Oh yeah.
Other than that, there's no... Oh, Joe is in the litter.
Okay, that's a good time to see if we can repeat that. Oh, okay, that was too late. Difficult to say always.
Yeah, 30 seconds is not a lot of margin. That is slowing down. Is it just looking like that?
Yeah, a little mistake by Joe. And he's in a fight with Ben.
Yeah, it's like the GT cars are so much faster through the turns than the LMH and Rain. I really noticed it as well when getting lapped. Like they were always in the way suddenly.
Yeah, that's somehow strange. Even though they must have much more downforce, but the handling is not that much better compared to the GT cars. And especially mid-turn, the LMH is really slow. Especially if you can drive a quite round apex, then you win time. Dan has lost much time here. He's now at he's already a minute behind Joe. Yeah, 12 seconds lost in this lap alone. He already had damage, so nothing new. Damn, it's still doing 2:03. Very stable lap times.
Oh, both got past the Aston Martin. Both doesn't bother. 0.
Oh yeah, that's
Landed at 218. Must have made a very big mistake.
oh yeah, true. Yeah, rain is difficult to handle. Going to the kitty litter now. Hopefully not a penalty, but
Like it.
yeah, the game is sometimes quite strange in this regard.
Yeah, absolutely. Lace is now preparing to get past him. Probably within the next lap.
Yeah, true.
That car is already beaten up a lot. Please be smart about it. And that worked out nice.
Yeah, but to be fair, zero place shouldn't be in this place.
No, absolutely not. He should be lapping them soon.
Yeah, you should be near
Oh,
P4.
Dan is in the wall again.
Let's see in the replay. Last corner. Yeah, simply lost traction. Luckily nothing worse happened, but of course much time lost. And again! That's
Oh,
not his stint. Oh no! Oh no. Flipsy.
that was very, very unfortunate.
Yeah, and now nothing works anymore. Wow. He was lapped by Eddie. Now looking at the bumper cam. Went wide. Spun during the acceleration. Then tried to return on the circuit. Spun again, and yeah, difficult to say. All we can say is
Unfazed.
yeah, exactly. Let's look at the replay here.
Technically, Flipsy should be able to pit now and just go to the end.
Ah, there's nothing that Flipsy could have done. Really, he was at the wrong place at the wrong time, sadly. Yeah, the rain is still quite strong. At least it sounds like that. To me, it sounds even stronger than the rain we had in the lobby previously, but could just be
Just
yes, maybe. I don't know how many times Dan already spun, probably 20 times.
yes.
Yeah, possibly.
Flipsy is continuing. Interesting. Well, I think should be possible to go to the end. I think Charles even thought about doing a no stopper. At least in practice, they talked about it that he could do it with fuel lap 3 or something.
Yeah, but this must be in the heavy wet conditions,
Yeah, I was in the heavy wet conditions.
not in intermediate conditions. In intermediate, I would at least go to the pits once. That must be faster. Weasel says go FGR, and gotta say FGR is in the other lobby, so maybe cheer them on there. Okay, Joe, 55 seconds behind Eddie. And I think he lapped Dan. No, not quite, but
He will
wouldn't
soon.
take long.
Yeah.
Whereas in lobby 1 we have Bosworth going into the pits. He had damage, so it was overdue. Road Tech is now leading.
Gap between Miguel and Ben is settling down a little bit to like 12 seconds. Therefore minor. Zimnitz is still running away.
Yeah. Stable 203 lap times. Like he would drive in the dry. Really strong.
What about Conrad and Jordan in the other lobby?
I think the last time I looked, I think Kokoniki, who is driving for FGR, Crowhawk and Comrade were apart about 12 seconds, so not much to
So
still
Conrad
to
12
set them
seconds
apart.
behind or ahead?
12 seconds behind Joker.
Oh, okay.
But it seems they all go around the same pace. Megael now 20 seconds in front of Ben.
Oh, Ben must have. Yeah, Ben at a 212.
Yeah, the last lap was not very good.
Not his stint, it seems.
Because from what we heard, he was quite good in the second stint. Or better said, in the full rain stint, he was better.
he do that too?
I think he did.
Interesting.
Well, he's okay. Serial Blaze is now finally coming into his rhythm. The last lap was 2:04. Maybe he did a mistake there, but he has no damage, so he can still go. 33 minutes into the lobby. Now the Schumacher rest. Doesn't go for the overtake here, but lets Eddie through. Very fair. Now Eddie goes past Ben. Serial Blaze as well. I think Ben played with it a bit. He doesn't really need to have them behind him. What?
Nothing, I just talking to myself.
Yeah, Comrade is about on the same pace as Semitz, slightly slower. Crowhawk is 2026, very stable now, and Nikki is the same pace as Semitz.
Interesting then.
Yeah, 34:30. He went into the last sector, 34:37. Now let's see at Semitz. Semitz comes there a bit later, but only slightly. So yeah, in both lobbies they are equally fast in the GT class. That's great to hear. Eddie now with a 151.4. That's only 3/10, no, only 2.5 tenths slower than Bosworth, so very competitive as well. I'm happy for Eddie that he finally has a race where his teammates are strong as well. Now he can fight for P1 or P2, at least for a podium. 151.286.
But with a penalty.
Yeah, bit with penalty, but still very good pace. And in the other lobby, Road Tech did a 158.25.
58?
158.
Ah, okay. Eddie about to lap Miguel.
Mega still doing good. He's driving 204s.
Seems like he found a good rhythm now.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, top result can be possible for the second GT RRC team. Now the question is what we will do with the lost second stint that we didn't count for now. Maybe we can get the gaps from there so that it has some value. Maybe it will be repeated completely. Maybe it won't be driven at all. Who knows? This is something we still need to discuss. But this will be done tomorrow,
Coming days.
in the coming days, yeah. Now it's not a good time to lose your head. What about fuel? That's interesting to see. Semetz doesn't have much fuel anymore. He needs to pit quite soon, and it seems the same is for Crowhawk in the first lobby on Twitch. We have DLL Charles commentating there. So yeah, it seems it's not only a similar pace, it's also similar fuel amounts that they burn. And I can say Comrade is about the same.
Yeah, but look at the difference between Simmons and Miguel. That's quite a lot that Miguel was able to save.
Wow, yeah, there's a good trick, of course, to save some fuel. This is if you set it to fuel mix 6 or so during corners, you can save a lot of fuel there. And it seems to me that Miguel not only has much more, I think he has 15 liters or so. So he will definitely lose a bit of the gap when they pit. And he will be able to extend the gap to Ben. Very interesting strategy. In the end, I think everyone will go for the one stop because tire wear isn't really a factor here. Yeah, slightly, not much. Tire wear on Semetz is slightly worse than on a Mega L, but really is only a detail, so I think you could go for it.
In the litter. Almost wiped out another car.
Oh, okay. Let's see it in the replay. Yeah, classic. Went too wide in the Schumacher S, and when he tried to return on the circuit, two other cars were coming. But I think he did it quite safely. At least as safely as possible. Went wide in the Wedal. Can happen sometimes, especially in the rain. Braking in the rain is very difficult because you can, even with traction control on, even with the ABS on, you can still lock up. So you have to be very careful on the brakes, especially when it's heavy wet conditions.
Yeah, I'm always too conservative, I guess, with my braking in the rain. That's probably where I'm losing a lot of time.
Better be a bit conservative than crash.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, Zero Place is now closing up to Mega-L, who is already been lapped by Flipsy. And I think... Oh, I think he went a bit wide, but...
Better safe than sorry.
Exactly, yeah. So, Zero Place is now in P6.
Toyota is very scary.
Oh yeah, you have probably Vietnam flashbacks. Yeah,
at least it wasn't a Mustang, so we're good.
Yeah, in the previous lobby it was like this, that that Nushul and P0 Soft was driving the DON Toyota. They had several encounters. They met several times.
0 of 10 wouldn't do again.
Ben's gap to Mega L is 23 seconds. It seems he stabilized a bit. Still slower than Mega L, but yeah, not that much. Fuel. Yeah, fuel. He needs to go quite soon. Whereas Mega L. Yeah, still enough. He could probably go for 5 more laps or so. Lap 26, I guess, then it would be 55 laps. Probably doesn't need to change tires, but yeah, we'll see. If he feels more comfortable with new tires, then he should equip them. At least in full wet conditions, tire wear is literally non-existent. I was driving for 2 hours with the same compound, with the same tire set, and
Yeah, there was like 1 pixel of wear on the rears.
1 pixel of wear on the rears. Yeah, on the fronts, absolutely not used. You could go 24 hours with this tire easy.
Now Luca has dropped below the 10-liter mark too.
Yeah, but can still go 5 more laps, I guess.
Yeah, 4 or 5 probably should be a problem.
Yeah, Eddie's lap times are increasing now. I believe his hybrid system is empty now. Although maybe,
Enthusiast a bit more, but he's still driving with damage. For considering that his lap times are pretty okay, I would say.
yeah, Eddie now with a little mistake in the Schumacher race was able to correct it though. No, nothing major happened. But yeah, lost him about a second of time here. Dan has obviously now still damage. Didn't go into the pits, had 2 slow laps in lap 18 and lap 19 with 207s. Flipsy has a 50-second gap to Joe. So yeah, Dan has already been lapped by literally the top 3. Okay, so in the Twitch lobby, both Crowhawk and Comrade went into the pits. Will probably refuel to the brim. Crowhawk very little tire wear compared to the others here. Comrade the same. Yeah, it's just so... I found it so strange because especially here on this track, tire wear is so widespread. You have every spectrum here. You have Zemits who has them quite used, and then you have people like me who can't even use a soft that it degrade.
I mean, look at the McLaren.
Oh, Crowhawk has a 3-second penalty.
There's no tire wear.
Okay, Serial Blaze is catching up. Only 13 seconds behind limits now. But I don't think he... Yeah, maybe he can go to the end with this amount of fuel, but this will be difficult. At least the GT cars can't really save much fuel.
I think Simmons will go to the pits this lap.
Yeah, I think so too. Still driving 203s. again, that's more or less the same lap times as both Crowhawk and Comrade are doing, at least consistency-wise.
Oh yeah, Simmon's in the pits with 0 fuel.
Well, then he did a good job trying to calculate that. Megal will temporarily take the lead of the GT class. But of course, it won't be long.
Maybe for 2 or 3 laps.
Yeah.
Maybe even Ben will jump.
Let's see.
Simmons.
Yeah, indeed. He's jumping him. And Semitz has refueled 84 liters.
Was I
Are
just
you
kicked out of the
kidding
lobby?
me?
Or did
No,
the lobby die?
me too. Me too. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Please don't. Please not.
Yeah, Joe also said lobby dead.
The YouTube lobby is cursed. What the fuck? My god.
Oh man.
Ah, okay. Another one. Great. I just find it interesting because it's it was both times the YouTube lobby that crashed, and it was both times while I streamed, and not when I was driving. Ugh, my god. Yeah, that's great. Hmm. What is he talking about? He's talking about lobbies instead of stints, I guess. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, okay. Then again, we will finish the stream now. It has no sense to continue further on. And yeah, go to the Twitch lobby. ELL Charles is commentating. Go to Digital Endurance Series. And yeah, watch Stint 1. Watch Stint 4 Lobby 1. Until next time.